Start the matches!
There we go. Slovakia playing the check pretty long. Around 8 meters on the court. And that's a reasonably good first ball. She would have liked that to be a little bit more in front of everyone. So Netherlands, it looks like all players can still see the jack. And as we've been seeing throughout the tournament, usually then it's Perez who plays. Yeah, nice shot. Getting exactly in the side of the jack. Both Kral and Mazik from Slovakia can still see the jack. But the blue one is very close, so it's not so easy to get a better shot in there. But Kral is going to try. We see that a lot in teams play, as long as the jack is open. The teams choose their BC1s to play for that shot. And when stuff gets more complicated, balls need to be moved around. It's usually the BC2s who are playing. Of course, there are exceptions. There are BC1s that throw as fast as BC2s. But often we see that an athlete who plays these shots to the jack is positioned in the middle. Slovakia playing with Kral, who's a pretty stable part of this team. Mazik, who is used to be in the team. In the last few competitions we've seen Kurilak play, but he's back in the team and making a final. Good for him. And Jankachova, new athlete. For the last years, Slovakia had Kutlakova as their female athlete. Jankachova making a great first appearance, winning the female BC2 competition, and now here another final with the team. So she'll go home pretty happy. Meanwhile, Slovakia has played 3 balls. None of them got really close. Now Macy's going to try. Ooh, almost got there. Touched the jack, but it just bombed off. He has one more ball. The other ball is with Jankachova. Mazik is going over to discuss options and perhaps also see the line that she has. Doesn't seem very easy for her to get there. The 2 reds may slightly be blocking her. And on this distance, that makes things pretty difficult. Looks like Mazik is going to try it again. 5th ball for Slovakia. Even a ball that stops somewhere in front of the jack will already be good. Since at this moment there's no defense at all. But Mazik is good enough to stick it to the jack. Yeah, great shot. Using the blue ball, and it stopped exactly on that blue, pushing it away. And now almost touching the jack. Well played. Up to the Netherlands. They have 5 balls left. And everybody's still with a line to the jack. So they're taking a bit of time to see who's going to play here. Where's the best line? And it looks like it's going to be Van Engelen. She has a clear view on the jack. And from her line, that blue ball is slightly behind the jack. So she could either get to the jack, push it a little bit, or push off the red one. So a lot of options. There it comes. Oh, wonderful shot. Getting in there between the red and the jack. Fantastic play. Very happy. Over to Slovakia. They have their last ball with Jankachova. Mazik is going to have a look. Yeah, and he's telling her to put a ball in front of the situation. So they're not trying to attack anymore. Netherlands still with 4 balls left. So Slovakia is trying to settle the score here at 1 for blue. And if Jankachova can get a ball there, it's not going to be too easy for Netherlands to score. There's already a red one pretty close to the jack. So if they could block the front so that it's harder to get into that scoring area, they may very well get away with the score of only 1. Let's see if Jankachova can make that. There it comes. Ooh, that was a very, very fast play ball. Not really what Mazik was indicating. So now over to Netherlands. 4 balls left. 2 with Mainz, 1 with Perez, and 1 with Van Engelen. Everybody could score here, but it's not easy for anyone. Looks like they're gonna go with Van Engelen again. She must have gained some confidence from that last shot. She still sees a part of the jack, so she could just place it there. If the jack moves a little bit, the blue ball behind the situation may also get into scoring position. Let's see what she can do. Push the blue a little bit. Doesn't gain an extra point. Also doesn't change the score at all. Still 1 blue. Perez now probably sees a little bit more of the jack. So he's probably gonna go for it. Ooh, that's really far off. And then it's down to the last 2 balls of mains. It's not an easy shot. Just sticking it on the blue is not enough to score an extra point. So you will need to go to the side of the jack. And there it comes. It's well played, but it doesn't score. Score still 1. Doesn't really have any other option than try it again. No, that one is too short. So it's going to be 1 point for blue. Press wants to come and see. When playing long, it's very difficult from the athletes' boxes to see the score when balls are so close. So usually we see that they come to confirm the score from a bit closer. This one seems pretty obvious. Yeah, no need for a measurement. And that's the score at 1-0 for the Netherlands. Good start for them. Great shot from Van Engelen to win the end. Slovakia got close enough to not allow Netherlands to score any more points. So 1-0 it is. And in the BC4 finals, Azerbaijan won the first end 3-0. Keep being on a roll in this competition in the BC4s. And the first end in BC3 still hasn't finished. Great Britain there is out of balls. Italy is with 2 balls left. So we're going to update you later on that score. On to the second end. Mines to start. First ball just passing the jack. Doesn't block any opponent. But these type of shots can be useful later in the end. From the perspective of Van Engelen, that blue ball is right behind the jack. So she can always give it a little push to make that blue ball useful. Kral's going to start again. That's not really what he wanted. Ball's too short. In front of his teammate Mazik. And he's gonna try again. That just passed the jack. And now Mazik is instructing Yankachova. Nice situation for her. She has a blue ball on the side of the jack. Around 5 meters is the place that she likes to play. Most of her individual ends were played around that distance. So it should be something that she's good at. They already used 2 balls on a pretty much open situation. So they will be looking to get something to the jack now. Almost. Ball stops next to the other red one. But still not closer. But that ball made it easier for her. She now has a red and a blue on both sides of the jack to help her. Mazik is going to play though. So he may go for a push. Trying to get both reds to the jack or not. No, in the end it's Yankachova. She's going to try it again. There we go. Surprising option. She moves the jack to the red ball that was behind it. Pretty happy with it. It's an interesting choice. I thought the red ones in front of the jack formed a pretty good defense in case that they couldn't get closer. But they decided to move things around. So now it's on to the Netherlands. They still have 5 balls left. And they know that the last 2 balls of Slovakia are with Mazik. So they will mainly be looking to block him. If they can run Mazik out of balls, then they have the opportunity to use their remaining balls to score and try to win the end. I guess Van Engel is going to play. Both other players don't really have lines, and she's looking to push it. Yeah, good ball. Knocking that red one off. And it's blue to play again. Looks like they could go for either Perez or Van Engelen. Maybe even Mainz has some kind of a gap. It doesn't look too easy. And it looks like Perez is going to play. He should be able to get past that reds and put a ball on the jack or just in front of Mazik. Doesn't need to go exactly to the jack. Mainly want to block his line. Yeah, there it is. Oh, great shot. Yeah. Putting it exactly on that jack. Perfect speed. And now it's over to Slovakia. 2 balls left. for Robert Mazik. He mainly has two options. He can either attack that blue ball, trying to get it out of the way, and then get to the jack. If it succeeds, it's a good option. But if that first push is not good, it's very risky. The other option is to defend with those two balls, placing them close from the blue and the jack, limiting the space to score. And we will be mainly worried with Van Engelen moving that jack around. For Perez and Mainz, doesn't look too easy to really change the situation here. No. One ball there, limiting the scoring space. Van Engelen will still see most of the jack and could also relatively easy push that red one away. So he'll need something more to be a bit safer here. Let's see what he can do. "50 seconds left for Mazik. That's usually plenty of time to throw. He likes a long preparation of his shots. Swings his arm several times. And there it goes. Yeah, that's pretty much what he wanted, I think. Putting it in front, blocking the line of Van Engelen. He's definitely protecting his own red ball. I'm not sure if Van Engelen can get to the jack or not. I think she does have a line to get there. It's definitely possible to score a second point for her. But if she could move that jack, it could pass to the middle of those blue ones that are now not doing anything. And in that case, the score could become big. It's not an easy shot. The red seems to be covering at least part of her line. And if they don't want to move the jack, then Van Engelen can definitely score a point there. Perez also has a gap between the reds to get there. And Mainz possibly also could do that. And otherwise he could push the blue one that's now really close to the feet of Perez. So plenty of options. They're taking some time to discuss, and it seems like they reached a conclusion. My guess would be that whatever it is, Van Engelen is going to play first. Either trying to move things or trying to score a point extra. Yeah, looks like she's going to place that ball. That's just a bit too far. Not scoring. And now Netherlands has two balls left. One with Mainz, one with Perez. As I said, they both have an option to score here. None of those options are very easy, since Mazik limited the scoring space to exactly one ball. So if you want to score, your ball should be no further from the jack than one Boccia ball. There's good press. No. Bumps on the red ones in front of him. Over to Mainz. 1 minute left. He's a fast thrower, so they still have some time to decide what to do. I can imagine that he's going to push that blue ball that's in front of him on the right side of this view. If he would miss it and hit the red one close from the jack instead, it would also be fine. No, he's going to place it. No, also doesn't get through. That means it's one blue again. Another win in defense for Netherlands. I'm sure they were hoping to score a little bit more here. But Slovakia covered it up pretty well once they couldn't win the end anymore. So, no problems for them. Still 4 ends to play. It's a big difference in teams where you play 6 ends and you have some time in the game to get back if you lose a few ends or concede a few points in one end. Netherlands will be happy dominating the first 2 ends, having balls left. I'm sure they will be looking to score more points if they get into that situation again. But as long as you win ends, you're extending your lead. In pairs BC3 final, Italy has won the first end 3-0 against Great Britain. So great start for the Italians. And in pairs BC4, we're still in the second end. Azerbaijan has 1 ball left to play. Let's see if we can see the score there. Looks like Azerbaijan won that end. Yeah, indeed, they scored another 3 points after the 3 that they had in the first end. So 6-0 now the lead for Azerbaijan. Slovakia playing this end a little bit shorter, around 6 meters. And Kral to play the first ball. There it comes. Pretty much similar as what we saw in the first end when Yankachova played it. It was a bit short, a bit much to the side, so it's not blocking any of the Dutch athletes. And it looks like they quickly decided that Perez will throw again on an open ball. He played a good one in the first end and a perfect one in the second end, so he must have confidence to play this shot. And we'll be looking to put Slovakia to work again. There it comes, looks good. Oh, it's too short. Had a good line, but it missed a bit of speed. However, it's not bad. It's blocking the lines of both Robert Mazik and Thomas Kral, and also his own line. So Slovakia with 3 balls that cannot get there very well. And now Netherlands is going to try it with Mainz. Van Engel also has an open line, but 3 is pretty far away, cross court. So Mainz definitely has the easier shot. There it comes. Hey, that is way too hard. Passed the jack and rolled another meter. So didn't really have good speed control there. They could go again for mines. He's playing at a victory and a tutti ball. Usually the victory ball is for the placement shot and the tutti for the pushing. But now he will try to place the tutti as well. There it comes. Oh, that's a very nice shot. Great ball. Where the first one was way too fast, this ball had good speed control, stopping exactly on the jack. And now Slovakia is in a tough spot. The ball is almost straight in front of Jankachova. Kral may have a line, but it's difficult. And for Mazik, the other blue is pretty much covering up the situation. Jankachova has a lot of force. She could definitely open this up. And it looks like she's going to go for it. The red one may be bothering her, but I think she can get there. Let's see. There it goes. Ooh, that was full speed. But it didn't hit anything. Let's see if she can try again. Looks like they're gonna go for Kral. Probably means that they will try to build this situation. Shot of Jankachova is a difficult one. She could try again, but if she misses again, then Kral and Mazik need to build a defense. And since they don't really have great lines, especially Mazik, difficult. It makes sense that they try to build their defense here. Wolf Kral was fast. Maybe he wanted to move the blue one a bit. Didn't work out. And I think Mazik is now going to try. Moving really to the side of his box to get the best line to the jack. But as we can see, it's a very difficult line with that dark blue ball in front of him. Right-handed, he could probably get there, but especially left-handed, it's difficult. But he could get it to the side of the jack. There it is. Stops in the blue one. And Slovakia needs to get something somewhere around the jack now. There's a lot of space to score at this moment. Jankachova can still see a bit of the blue in the jack. Let's see if she can get it there. Yes, that's a really good ball. Getting exactly to the side of the jack. And that ball can help Mazik, because he has now something to aim for. He could even use that ball to squeeze inside and get to the jack. It's a very difficult shot. But even if he doesn't make anything, the situation just got much more difficult for Van Engelen. She still has two balls, so the Slovakians will be very happy to have locked her out of the game. Yeah, that covers up a little bit of the line to that red one. for Perez, so I think it's a pretty decent defense. If Mainz would have a ball, he could get to that red one, but he already played both. So it's just Van Engelen and Perez. And if Van Engelen wants to get there, she could. But if she would touch the red, probably red would be scoring. And that's definitely something they want to avoid. Taking the 1 point here is definitely not bad. Going up 3-0 halfway the game. So I think they will be cautious in trying something here. Don't really want to go back to 2-1. Van Engelen tells that she can see the blue one and get a ball there. And I think it's mainly up to the experience of Perez and Mainz to consider if that's a good option to go for or not. She's lined up for the shot, so I guess she's going to take it. There it comes. That's not really what she was aiming for. Pretty far to the wrong side. Could try again, but with one ball left and Perez completely blocked. It's even more risky to try now because there would not be any ball left to repair any damage. So if I would be the coach, I would hope that they take the point and continue in the fourth end. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Perez indicates that they will not play anymore. Throwing the balls to the floor and securing that point. Smart play. No need to take risks when you're 2 and now 3 points up. Steadily building that lead. Winning ends. Maisie came to confirm. There's obviously no doubt here. 1 point for Netherlands, making the score 3-0. No updates on the other courts. Italy is still leading 6-0 against Great Britain in the BC3. And Azerbaijan 6-0 against Ukraine in the BC4s. There seems to be some kind of computer program on that court because they still are in the beginning of that third end, just as an end to go. But it looks like they're playing again now. On to the fourth end. First ball of Perez. Stops in front of the jack. Would have liked to get that a little bit closer. Is blocking the line of Mazik. But Kral and Jankachova still can see it. So I suppose Carl's gonna go for it. Yep, Carl's gonna throw. Yeah, it's a good ball. Just passes the blue, staying in front of the jack. So back over to Netherlands, where Van Engelen seems to still have options. She could definitely push the blue. And she maybe also have a line to get to the jack. But we cannot really see that from here. But it seems like Mainz is going to play. I don't think he sees much of the jack, so they're probably looking to get that red one out of the way. Yeah, he's going full speed. Oh, that's a great movement ball. Fully hits the jack. Nice push. And it's over to Slovakia again. And they'll be looking to let Karl play. He still has a line from the back of his box. Mazik could also play here very well. And it looks like Yankachova might be a little bit blocked by those two balls in front of her. It's not a problem for now, but later in the end, that could make things more difficult for Slovakia. There's a shot from Karl. No. Too hard. Not getting it there. So, but he's scoring, so back over to Netherlands. Van Engelen with two balls. Has a jack right in front of her. Perez can also get there. And even Mainz may be able to get there from the back of his box. But that's not an easy shot. Perez gonna play. He will be mainly looking to block Mazik in box 5. Just too hard. It went to the jack, but then bumped off. Didn't really need to get to that jack. Karl didn't have balls anymore. For Yankachova, the line was difficult, so just putting it in front of Mazik would have been enough to get Slovakia in trouble here. And Mazik looks like he wants to keep his balls for later in the end. Makes sense. He's close. He has options to move things around. So if his teammates can solve the situations early in the end, then he can play with the deciding balls. But Yankachova tells that she doesn't really have a line. So Mazik is going to play. Netherlands press doesn't have any balls left. Last two balls are with Van Engelen and one with Mainz. And Mainz is in a difficult situation as well as Jankachova, so it's mainly Mazik against Van Engelen here. With both two balls left. Yeah, well played. Puts it exactly in front of Van Engelen. Putting her in a difficult spot. But probably Mainz can help out here. It looks like he has a line at least to get to that red. Maybe even to the jack. So he could try to move things around here again. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna go for that. It's not an easy ball. Cross court and from the back of his box. It's not so close anymore. But Mainz has enough speed in his arm to make this happen. Could either hit the red or the jack. It doesn't really matter. As long as something moves. Takes his time to focus. Well, he's placing it there. Okay. Interesting option. Was trying to get directly to the jack. Didn't make it. Instead he hit the blue ball. And now there's a new option for Van Engelen. With two balls now behind the jack. It looks very attractive to push it. Not easy with that red ball in front. The ball will need to have some speed. But she's a strong player. She could definitely pull that off. Moving that jack to the blue ones, even if it doesn't score. It's a good defense. There we go. Yeah, she makes it. Well played. Pushing the red and by that the jack to the blue balls. And it looks like we have ourselves a 1-1 situation. Let's see. Yeah. No, blue is scoring. So it's red to play. I thought for a second that the referee indicated equal distance, but she didn't. It's 1 point for blue at this moment. And red to play. 3 balls left with Slovakia. 1 with Mazik. 2 with Jankachova. And they will need to move something. And it looks like Mazik is going to play. He can play a fast ball against the blue ones or against the check. Trying to open things up. It looks like that's what he's going to do. Putting a lot of force in that swing. You never know when exactly he's going to throw. Likes to take a lot of practice swings. Oh, that's quite a smash. Nice play from Mazik. Knocking the check out of bounds. I'm not sure if you still can hear me. I'm experiencing a little technology issue here. But I can try to keep you updated. The jack went to the cross. Blue is closest from the cross. So is red to play with Jankachova. She played there, having 1 ball left. And now it's up to the last ball for Van Engelen. And Perez is going to check the line of Van Engelen to see what she can do here. So there we are again. Sorry for some technical issues we had here. It's an interesting final position. When you see this final position, it looks like nobody knows how to aim. But it was not like that. A lot of balls were moved around. The jack started in front of the court, went to the side, went out of bounds, back to the cross. Then balls went there and were pushed away. In the end, this is what we end up with. And it looks like we have 1 point for blue here. Yeah, that's pretty clear. 1 point blue. So another end win for the Netherlands, bringing the score to 4-0. Great play in this end from both sides. A lot of dynamic boccia, like we like to see it. The coach of the Netherlands is so enthusiastic that he starts picking up his opponent's balls, but the situation is already resolved. They'll be very happy with this point. Was quite a fight to get it, but being 4-0 up after 4 ends is a very good position for the rest of the match. 2 ends to play. So some pressure on the Slovakians. They will really need to win this end to stay in the match. Let's see if there are any updates on the other courts. BC3 final, the third end just finished. Italy took another 2 points for an 8-0 lead. And with 1 end to play, that means that the Italians are going to win this challenger event in pairs BC3. And in the pairs BC4, the Ukrainians scored 2 points in the third end. bringing the score to 6-2. And in the last end, Azerbaijan doesn't have any balls left, and 5 balls to play for the Ukraine. So they may be able to pull off a comeback here. We're starting the 5th end. Mazik to play the first ball. In the 1st and 3rd end, the Slovakians couldn't really put any challenge to the Dutch with their first ball. Let's see if this one's going to be different. There it is. Very well played. Sticking it exactly on the jack. So Netherlands has a decision here. Are they going to attack that red ball and try to open it up to get to the jack? Or are they simply going to defend the situation, trying to get the score to 4-1 and win the match in the last end? No, it looks like mine's going to attack it. Full speed, but just misses it. It's worth a try. When you have 6 balls left, you can lose one and still use the other 5 to realize a good defense. And I guess that's what they're going to do now. They could try it again with Van Engelen. She has a nice angle. But I think they will choose to play it safe. At this distance, you can defend the situation pretty well. Once you have some balls close from the jack, it's hard for your opponent to move them and score more points. But of course you need to get something close. First ball of Perez is too short. You're going to try it again. And that really misses direction. Although it's in front of Jankachova. So it could prove to be useful later in the end. Van Engelen still has a line to the red in the check. So I'd say that would be their best option. Trying to get something close from there. The balls from Perez didn't really get any close, but they are in front of Kral and Jankachova, the 2 players from Slovakia that have 2 balls left. Mazik with only 1. So if Van Engelen can provide some kind of challenge for him. Ooh, that's not really what you wanted. Pretty far off the red and the jack. I'd say she could try again. Still with the best line to put a good defensive ball there. But with 4 balls already played, it's really time to get something around there. Let's see. That looks better. Oh, wonderful shot. Great ball from Van Engelen. Playing it exactly to the red ball from Mazik. And that locks up the situation pretty well. It's straight in front of Mazik, and both Kral and Jankachova cannot get to that blue one. So now it's up to Netherlands to figure out what to do with their last ball. They're not going to win this end. So let's see what they want to add to their defense. Mine's putting another ball in front of the situation, closing that little gap that was still there between the blues. So, well done by the Dutch team. I guess the Slovakians will take some time to figure out what they can do here. They'll not be happy with just 1 point. Being 4-1 down with only one end to go that your opponent can start is definitely not the situation that you want to have. They cannot really score a point here very easily. Jankachova could go by the side of the red and the white. Place it right next to the jack. It's possible, though it's a very difficult shot. She could also try to push one of the blue ones out of the way. And if that gives her side to the other blue one that's close from the jack, try to push that away with her second ball. And in that way, giving Mazik the option to score again. She's a very powerful athlete. Has shown to be able to move things around easily. Let's see what she can do here. There it comes. Yeah, it did have the speed. She did have some loose, but it didn't give her a line to get to that blue one. That's still minimalizing the scoring area. And now Mazik even has another blue one in front of him. Let's see what she can do with her second ball. Try to hit something again. No. Speed is never the problem, but the shot lacked some accuracy here. And it means that Kral is left with 2 balls and Mazik has 1. Kral could possibly use the blue ball that is in the side of the red and white, not the one closest, the one on the other side. And that ball could help him to bump to the jack. That's a very difficult shot. It requires the perfect speed and accuracy, but it's a possibility. To do that, I would position in the other side of the box, so maybe as another idea. Let's see what he's going to come up with. Squeezed it to that gap of blues. It's well played, but it doesn't really give them anything. The red stops on that blue ball. It did open a little tunnel for Mazik, going in between the reds and the blues and stopping exactly in the right moment by itself. That could give him a point. It is a very, very difficult shot. But Mazik is a good experienced player. So if any of the Slovakians is able to pull this off, it's him. There we go. No. Made a push. Maybe he was trying to push the red one. It moved a little bit closer, but didn't get there. He's gonna look again. And we can see now that the final between Azerbaijan and Ukraine has finished. Ukraine scored 3 points in the last end, but it was just not enough. Azerbaijan was up 6-0. Ukraine came back 6-5. But that's going to be the final score of this match. So Azerbaijan takes the gold and Ukraine is left with a silver medal. Great performance from both sides. Azerbaijan entering this competition unranked and taking home the gold. And Ukraine without practicing together for a long time and still getting to the silver. I'm sure they're also going to be very happy with that. Oh, good ball. A push from Carl. But the referee telling it's still one red. That will be slightly disappointing for the Slovakians. And I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to get a measure here. No, not necessary. Mazik believes the referee. So it's 1 point for red. And the score moves to 4-1. We've seen a great game so far. All the ends were decided by only 1 point. The Dutch, getting most of those ends, were not able to score any extra points. Now an end for the Slovakians. They were very close to having a second point and really getting back into this game. But with 4-1, they're still alive. And the Dutch will be looking for a good ball here to put all the pressure they can on the Slovakians. There we go, sixth end of this game. And Van Engelen plays the jack just over the V-line. Almost didn't make it, which would have given it to the Slovakians. And there she go with the first ball. And that ended up exactly behind the situation. I think they're going to be pretty happy with that ball. Slovakia has the open line. But a ball behind the situation means that you can always push the jack there. And usually it's very difficult to get it away. So we see that Mazik is giving instructions to Jankachova. And I think he either wants her to remove that ball or to get in between the blue and the jack to make sure that the option of pushing the jack to the blue disappears. It's not easy to place the ball exactly between there. Let's see what she can do. Looks like she's going to push it. Interesting option. We don't see that too often when the jack is completely free, that players are pushing another ball. She did touch it, but didn't really change the situation. They're not going to try that again. Now Kral will play for the open jack. There it is. Speed was good, direction was not. But it's blue to play. And this is a really nice opportunity for Netherlands to get control of the jack. Pretty sure Perez is going to play. There's 2 balls left. There's the open jack in front of him. There's another ball behind the jack, so nice situation for Netherlands. Just a bit too hard, bumped off the jack, but it's enough to get back in scoring position. Slovakia needs to score at least 3 points here, with 4 balls remaining, which is a huge challenge. So Netherlands will be mainly looking to keep them playing. As long as you don't have a lot of balls left, it's hard to score points. Mazik is going to play now. Putting a lot of speed in that swing. Is he actually going to push something? Looks like it. Yeah, he does. He pushes the jack far up the court. It's a good hit. But I'm not sure if this is the right strategy to go. Slovakia now with 3 balls left and 3 points to make. So it looks like Netherlands can pretty easily defend this again and get to the jack. I think Slovakia became a little bit impatient. Usually when the jack is close and you want to score points, the main thing is trying to create a difficult situation for your opponent. Let them use all their balls and then try to score with the remaining balls. When you keep pushing balls and moving the jack, your opponent simply can keep playing to the jack, making it very hard to actually score all those points. Decent ball from Perez. It's in front of the jack. Slovakia with 3 balls left. All players have 1. Kral and Jankachova have a nice line to the jack. For Mazik it's going to be a bit more difficult with the blue one in front of him. And meanwhile the BC3 pairs final has also ended. Great Britain scored 2 points in the last end, but Italy already had 8. So they are taking home the gold, and Great Britain adds another silver medal to the 2 BC3 medals and the BC4 individual medal that they already had in this competition. So 4 medals for them. No gold, but anyway, a great result. Oh, very good ball here from Jankachova. Well played. And that's probably a sign for Netherlands to go into defensive mode. They have 3 balls left. Each one is 1 of them. So they'll be looking to simply limit the scoring area and make it difficult for Slovakia to score with their last 2 balls from Kral and Mazik. Mine's going to play first. You can see that red ball. And he will simply aim for that. Pretty good ball. Got behind the situation, limits the scoring space. now Van Engelen could either aim for the red and white to limit scoring space, or push the jack. And it looks like I'm a little bit confused because Mainz has another ball. And it's Perez who already played twice, yes. So 2 balls with Mainz and Van Engelen. Yeah, great ball by Van Mainz. Really making it difficult for the Slovakians here. Van Engelen will be looking to put another one there. But as it is, it's almost impossible for the Slovakians to make that last 2 balls scoring already. Perez and Van Engelen are discussing the options. She needs to make sure that she doesn't stand on the line, because a penalty ball for Slovakia could mix things up, but she's already back in her box. And I guess she will try to put another ball there as an extra defense. Yeah, she's gonna place it. Yeah, well done, well done. Ball's now in the left to right side and at the back of the jack. Slovakia with 2 balls left. 1 for Mazik, 1 for Král. This is a very challenging situation. Mazik is going to have a look. They still have 2 minutes. So they definitely want to explore their options. Mace is going to throw first. He really has a lot of balls in front of them. Maybe he could use that blue one that we see in the right side of the jack. Move that a little bit and make his ball score. It's a very difficult shot, but it's possible. Yeah, well played. It's not enough, but it was a really very good attempt. That blue ball of Van Engelen proves to be very important now. Without it, Slovakia would already have been scoring 2 with space for a third one. Scores 1 red at this moment. So Král will need to remove that blue ball and leave his ball in a scoring position. An almost impossible task. Let's see what he can do. It's a good ball. And I think it secures the second point for Slovakia. But it's not enough. The game ends in 4 for the Netherlands and 3 for Slovakia, which means that the Dutch win the gold in their home event. They're very happy. The crowd is cheering for them, and it's a great performance. Struggling a bit in the pool phase yesterday, beating Malaysia but losing to Czech Republic. But today they recovered very well, first beating the French and now winning the final against Slovakia. A well-deserved gold medal for Mainz, Perez and Van Engelen. And with that, we conclude the Veldhoven World Boccia Challenger. It has been 5 days of amazing boccia in a great atmosphere. We've seen great play in individuals and in teams and pairs. Athletes from all over the world competing here. And this was the last one. Next year, we're going to be back in the Netherlands for the European Championships in Rotterdam in August 2023. We're looking back at a great event, and I'm sure the Dutch will be celebrating their gold tonight. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully see you back next time. Bye bye.